Welcome to Hugh Crumpler's Florida Trophy Pro Bass Fishing December 2014 photos of the basses my clients have caught. December was an excellent month. It was preceded by November, which was when all the fish go crazy feeding up to get on the bed. We've had an excellent shad spawn, and there's tons and tons of shad. And the bass are just belly fat. They're fat from side to side, top to bottom. They are really nice, fat, heavy fish. They're very aggressive with the bite. No matter how you're fishing for them, whether it's on a Carolina rig and a sticko or a sticko without any weight, a humping toad, wild shiners, long A's, rattle traps, skitter props, all those baits have caught fish during the month of December, and so have wild shiners. See the belly on that bass? I mean, these fish are fat and healthy. Look at the shoulders on that one right there. I mean, they are nice, fat, healthy fish. We've had a fantastic December. It looks to be January, looks to be even better. You can't just imagine how much fun this is to catch these aggressive fish, no matter what type of bait or lure you're throwing. It is exciting. It is very, very exciting. Multiple big fish on days. We had one guy set the rod on a humping toad, and its rod just exploded. And rod was in three pieces, and fish was gone. I mean, that's a monster fish that does something like that, and just beats your tackle up. We've got some good fish here, got lots of fish here. It's fantastic. The weather is nice. No matter where you are, the fishing is going to be better at the same day and the same time at Stick Marsh than anywhere else. That's just the way of it. There's more fish, they're bigger fish, they're fatter fish. Here's the ramp early in the morning. I usually get there, first one at the ramp. Try to get the boat in the water, be ready when my clients show up. So all I have to do is get out of the vehicle, climb in the boat, and go catch bass. And that's what it's all about. It's catching bass. It's not about looking at the outside and say, boy, it's just nice to be outside. Baloney. Nobody believes that stuff. I mean, it is nice to be outside, but you didn't go bass fishing or hire a bass fishing guide to go look at the outside. You hired a bass fishing guide to help you catch bass. And that's, once somebody pays their deposit, that part of my day, whatever time they reserve, that is my day to do whatever it takes to help folks catch bass. Catch big bass, monster bass, lots of bass. I love doing it. It's fun. As you can tell, the smile on Emma here, she had a good time. There's Emma's daddy. He had a good time too, even though he can't smile, but he did all right. Bass fishing, in fact, he did so good that he sent pictures to his wife's sister, who turned around and booked a trip for them too, coming a week afterwards. Young man here's got a nice bass. He couldn't hold it with one hand, had to hold it with two. There's another one. That's a post-spawn fish. We have an early spawn in November. Not very many fish, but some. And then every month from now through April, the fish will spawn. So from now on, from now the end of December, all the way through the end of April, we'll have post-spawn, pre-spawn, and spawn fish. You'll have big fat ones. You'll have them garden to fry. It's awesome fishing. You cannot do any better than going to Stick Marsh. Now, my name's Hugh Crumpler, and it's my guide service, and we want you to have the best time bass fishing that you have ever had. Catch the biggest fish that you've ever caught. It happens a lot, not just a little bit, but a lot. That's what we want. Somebody asked me the other day, and I don't remember what they asked me, but the answer to the question for me was, I know what I'm doing. And not everybody does, but I do. I know what I'm doing, and it don't matter what the weather is, cold, hot, windy, calm. I'll put you on some fish and you'll catch them. I may have to give you a little advice, but you will catch them. That's Robert from Hog Tech. You saw his decal on my boat. He comes so often. I gotta help him out a little bit. He makes U.S. made high quality reel handles for fishing reels. They're carbon fiber reel handles. They have a swept and a straight handle. He also is involved with hybrid bearings. That's that rod I was telling you about that exploded into three pieces. I mean, he set that humping toad went under, and he sucked it in, and he set the hook, and there's no more rod. Actually, he had three rods instead of one. That's me there. Every once in a while, I get to catch one. That was a double. One guy by himself had a double. We had two rods out, of course, but he had a double. Nice fish. It takes pictures of these fish to show you how fat they are. They just, from top to bottom, side to side, how perfect they are. There's lots of them never been caught before. I mean, I fish 300 days a year, and I still catch fish that ain't never been caught before out there. It's awesome. That's a friend of mine, Gary. Here he is again, another fish. Gary can't help but catch big fish. That's what he's all about. You get to be that age and retired, you can catch fish all the time too. See the belly on that fish? He's been a skitter prop. They're nice, fat, healthy fish. I can't get over it. And they fight good. That was a double. Two guys had a double. We were fishing shiners. That ain't a bad double, and that is not the biggest fish that either one of them caught that day. Those are just two nice fish. That is not the biggest fish either. I mean, those two guys caught some fish. Drobny and Hoddle, you can't, you see them around, you just go hide because they're going to catch the fish. They're going to catch good fish. Dwight had 11-2. That's an 8-8 right there. That's Mr. Drobny with an 8-8. Just a little one of the trip, a little one of the two big ones. That's an 11-2 right there. That's one stud fish, let me tell you. We do participate in the Florida Trophy Fish Program, and in the state of Florida will give them $100 worth of gift cards, or $150 worth of gift cards, or $200 worth of gift cards, depending upon how big the fish is and that you release it. And we just started this December as a guide service doing it. We've put 4 fish in the Trophy Fish Program, which I think is a pretty good number of fish. We're good, 4 guys taking $450 from the state of Florida in Bass Pro Shops and Dick's Sporting Goods gift card. That ain't a bad deal. There's Mama. That's Mama. Daddy. Well, actually, Daddy did so good they talked Mama into coming, and Mama talked her sister into coming. That's the way of it. There's one day I was out scouting on my own. I found this bald eagle. I'm not sure who was looking at who, whether he was looking at me or I was looking at him. But I can tell you this right now, he knew where some bass were, and I still got that spot located just in case I need it. There were some fish there. Look at the grin on that man's face. That's the first fish he caught, 7-something. First fish, 7-something. Wasn't fishing 10 minutes. There's another nice one he caught. Might even be the same one for all I know. But he did catch some really, really nice fish that day. And here's another one that he caught. He had a 7-something, an 8-something, and a 7-something, along with a whole bunch of other nice big fish. Now that's the front deck of my Skeeter bass boat. And that ZX250 has a nice front deck, a nice back deck, plenty of room, no wobble or side-to-side wiggle on it. It's good fishing platform. See, he's on the back. He's on just half of the back deck. He's a pretty good-sized guy. It's not like he's shrimp or nothing. And you can tell by the grin, he liked that fish. Now he's a little more serious in this photo. Maybe the fish is getting heavy. It's hard to hold one up with one hand that weighs 8-something. This young man, that was the first fish of the trip. It was probably the first bass he ever caught in his life. He's hiding behind sunglasses. Don't want you to know who he is. That's his mother. The 2 boys, that's the other boy there. The mother came with the 2 boys. The boys got a competition going, which one the boys could catch more fish. I think they tied, but Mama caught the big one. And That's not the big one she caught, but she caught the big one amongst in the trip. There's one of the pups with one of the bass he caught. That's the post-spawn fish there. It's a good day fishing. Hugh Crumpler's Florida Trophy Pro Bass Fishing. You can get me at 321-626-6174 or email me Hugh Crumpler, the number 3 at gmail.com, and you could be next. You could see your picture in my next video. Give me a call, send me an email. Thanks.